who's as adamant about his or her position as I am about mine, whom you think is sharp. Seriously, we know that. And another thing, we heard him say that... Hey, sports fans, I'm Larry Elder. Welcome to edition number 98 of And Another Thing. If you'd like to become an Eldorado, go to LarryElder.com, fill out the form. You're going to get a free copy of my feature-length documentary called Michael and Me, where I confront Michael Moore, you know, the anti-gun guy, and I ask him 3 times, how often do Americans use guns to defend themselves? And 3 times, he deflected the answer. It's also a documentary about the value of the Second Amendment and how dictators like Mao and Stalin have used gun control in order to oppress people. So check it out. Michael and Me, go to LarryElder.com, fill out the form. You will become an Eldorado. Now for episode number 98 of And Another Thing. This one is about the times I have been fact-checked by PundaFact. PundaFact is a column, a feature that's done by a newspaper called the Tampa Bay Times. The first time, I'm on CNN doing Crossfire, and I said that government in 1910 took less than 10% of our money at all 3 levels, federal, state, and local. And right now, government at all 3 levels takes 35% of our money, state, local, and federal. And if you add a dollar value to so-called mandates, you're talking about a government that takes more than 50% of what people earn. Well, I got fact-checked. I get a phone call, and they want to know my sources. I gave them my sources, and they come out with a column, and they say, Larry has been false. They said, well, he's right when he says that in 1910, government at all 3 levels took less than 10% of the American people's money. He got that part right. And he's right that today, government at all 3 levels takes 35%. But where he's wrong is by putting a dollar value on what he called unfunded mandates. You can't put a dollar value, they said, on unfunded mandates. When the EPA says, put some new scrubbers there, how do you say just that costs something, but you don't mention what the benefits are? Fair enough. Milton Friedman even said it's hard to calculate the value of unfunded mandates. That doesn't mean we ought not try. UCLA economist Lana from Anaheim, California. I've always been a go with the flow, no matter who's in the White House kind of person. Something I do expect out of every administration is to feel safe. For the past few years, I have not felt safe and think we are vulnerable to all kinds of things in our country. Larry, am I correct in what I feel, or am I just tripping? Funny you should say that. I have a friend named Barbara, and you know I'm very political. And years ago, I was talking about some elections when I was living in Ohio. I was talking about some election and how I was all excited about it. And my friend Barbara was just kind of looking at me like I was crazy. And I said, Barbara, I hope you enjoyed this small excerpt. If you want to see the full video, got to be an Eldorado. Go to my website, LarryElder.com, log in, fill out the form. It'll cost you about $4.75 a month, or about the price of a mocha frappuccino latte at your favorite coffee house. As you can tell, I don't like coffee. I'm a tea drinker. See you next time.